centered powerfulness, centered peace. All the Upanishads starts with peace, completes with peace. Shanti mantra. Starts with Shanti mantra, gets completed with Shanti mantra. Peace-based powerfulness is a fundamental requirement for Paramashivatva to manifest. That is why people who don't want us to manifest Paramashivatva or power manifestation do not want to allow the peace in our life or do not want peace in our campus. Understand? But only if you are peaceful, which cannot be shaken even by the demons and devils and rakshasas, we can be in eternal peace. So, remember this very clearly. Peace alters the very DNA structure, genetic structure, the core Anu Mahat structure. Understand? Anoraniyan Mahato Mahiyan. The consciousness in you is atom means more than Mahat. That Anoraniyan Mahato Mahiyan. That consciousness starts growing in you with more and more peace-based powerfulness developing in you. Nothing can be compared to unclutching. Spend more and more time, energy in unclutching. It will never be wasted. Time spent on unclutching is the most productive time for you in your life, because unclutching completely makes you altogether a different material. Understand? It makes your very biomemory, muscle memory, core structure, molecular structure, genetic structure, DNA structure, everything, all the 8 energy flow circuits, 7 energy flows, 1 the pure conscious explosion. So totally 8 energy flow circuits exist in you. All the 8 explodes when you unclutch. Understand? Unclutching is the space of Sri Kailasa. Listen carefully. Listen. Every chanting, every prayer in Hinduism ends with Shanti, Shanti, Shanti 3 times. Means peace, peace, peace. Hinduism is the real religion. Loving peace, living peace. Individual level, social level, global level. Understand? Hinduism lost all its 56 nations, 200 states, 10,000 kingdoms, samsthanas, is not a loss to Hinduism, it is a loss to planet Earth, human beings. Wherever Hinduism is practiced, kept alive, the ideal of global peace is kept alive. Just do this one simple statistics. You yourself study. Google and study. Take the top 10 religions and list how many people they converted in last 200 years, how many people they killed. List for each religion. I can be 200% sure you yourself will realize Hinduism is the most peace-loving and peace-living religion, neither conversion nor terrorism. Neither conversion nor terrorism. Being the supreme pontiff of the most peace-loving, peace-living religion, I give you all my blessings on this International Peace Day. Understand? It is we Hindus need to keep the global peace as a living possibility, and we need to make this global peace as reality. Just talking about global peace will not work. Working for global peace only is the responsibility of the real living Hindu. Anyone who wants to claim themselves as a Hindu or practicing Hindu should work for global peace. Global peace is our responsibility. Every Hindus have the responsibility to bring global peace. So you can also throw a challenge. See, if you are making a Hindu micronation, you can throw this challenge to each one, your friends, family, 10 people. Let them participate in the challenge and then let them send the challenge to others. So I welcome all the living and practicing Hindus to become founding fathers of Kailasa micronation in your countries. You can also make a challenge, like how they made ice bucket challenge and all that. We can make a challenge. You form Hindu micronation and claim, I am the founding father of the Hindu micronation Kailasa. And then you can invite your family, friends for a challenge. 11 people. You form and you challenge 11 people and they also form and they spread. So let us start spreading. This project is my message on this International Day of Peace. Let us start working for global peace instead of just talking. The work we do will talk for us. The talk we do will not work for us. This is the message. The work we do will talk for us. The talk we do will not work for us. Global peace is the responsibility of Hindus. We living, practicing Hindus, not only we should achieve the individual peace through unclutching, yoga, meditation, we should also create an ecosystem where the global peace starts manifesting. This Kailasa Hindu micronation is the enlightenment ecosystem. I request every living practicing Hindu to manifest, do it. So the global peace can manifest from these Kailasa Hindu micronations all over the world. Hindus have the response Hindu.
Now let us see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism contribution for a super consciousness breakthrough and the global peace. The sovereign order of Kailasa, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Nithyananda order of monks and nuns and Hindu diaspora, are working for global peace and to give a super consciousness breakthrough to humanity. It is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's mission to revive a conscious world where the global issues at the climate, economic, social, health, and humanitarian levels cease to exist from their very root, turning the problems of poverty, hunger, violence, discrimination into powerful living through the experience of oneness. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been working from the very grassroots level to usher in an era of peace at all levels, individual, societal, national, and global. His deep insights into the workings of the human mind body emotions have enabled him to powerfully and directly address various social and emotional problems facing humanity today. Some of the ways that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism provides spiritual solutions to combat the pandemic and other issues. Since the beginning of the global lockdown, the amount of contribution and activism of Kailasa has increased multifold through the Paramashivoham program, bringing super consciousness breakthrough to the whole humanity by starting the Akhanda Nirvikalpa Samadhi Jnana Yajna and contributing almost 3 million minutes now. Paramashiva Sankalpa chanting, the sacred Sanskrit mantra chanting to heal 24/7 via Zoom sessions. Spiritual healing to one and all 24/7. Helping humanity to cope up with insecurity, fear, disease by empowering individuals to heal themselves, learn to cope up emotions like depression and tough situations in relationships, providing alternative solutions to worldly problems through power manifestation, initiating thousands every day into manifesting innate superhuman capabilities in the Kailas courtyard sessions, providing healthy solutions like a technique to clear stomach and Ayurvedic solutions, which ultimately brings clarity out to the spiritual truths and give a conscious breakthrough. In the long term, establishing self-sufficient communities, continuing and intensifying the service of Annadan, the free food in Nithyananda Annalayas around the world, including Tiruvannamalai and Los Angeles, paving way with the New World Order, starting the agriculture-based communities in Adi Kailas and several other locations. Peacekeepers of Kailasa offering various life solutions from the teachings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Hinduism prescribes various methods for global healing. One such is Maheshwara Puja, nullifying collective negativity simply through the presence of the avatar and his order of monks, offering Maheshwara Puja to the natural calamitous hit victims, Bhava Samadhi Darshan to raise the individual consciousness breakthrough, Devi Parashakti, Akashic readings, the cosmic revelations. Now, what are the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism spiritual solutions for COVID-19? Society was created with the delusional ideas of too many human beings, blind spots, and delusions are made from those blind spots. If the visionary of a civilization or country or nation has a blind spot, when he develops a vision for it, the whole civilization suffers those blind spots forever. Now it's a time nature, Prakriti resets itself, and many of the blind spot based visions, ideas become important components of the society. This pralaya which is happening is melting down everything which is delusion based. The world as we know is gone. Let us celebrate God. This isolation, which is seemingly endless with an unknown future, which is compelling humanity to make 100% lifestyle Is something to be deeply dwelt upon, to be addressed only with the spiritual solutions and powerful cognitions. To stop people having mental breakdown, pandemic fatigue, collapsing, depression, destruction, and also give them super consciousness a breakthrough and revive the enlightened civilization. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism continuously gives spiritual solutions and powerful cognitions. Some of the spiritual solutions and powerful cognitions are unclutching, practicing completion, practicing oneness, practicing ajapa japa of Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, consciously building deep feeling connection, yoga, puja, vegetarian diet, and nirahara samyama. It is time that we all take responsibility to save humanity, to protect people from this pandemic fatigue and destruction. Let us try to enrich people for every one of these great spiritual solutions. It is all the solutions are free and open for all. Let us now take few minutes now and share with as many people as possible, and let us save the world. And let us give them the experience of unclutching. That is Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Jnana Yajna, which saves people from pandemic fatigue, epidemic fatigue, destruction, and delusion. Help people to have super consciousness breakthrough and sail through this pralaya. People from over 50 countries continuously radiate the space of Paramashiva by practicing the unclutching meditation 24/7 a day, 7 days a week, starting from 13th May Indian Standard Time. At any given time, there are 4 to 8 zones actively unclutching around the world. Join this moment at http://kailasa.tv/minutes for peace. They like solutions based on the ancient Hindu tradition, the meditation, yoga techniques from the scriptures, the cognitions rooted in the highest truth, the lifestyle based on living and radiating the higher values of life, and powerful way of living and realizing one's ultimate potential form the foundation of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's teachings, which by their inherent nature provide the foundation for peace on planet Earth. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism launched the Minutes for Peace initiative, which aimed to reduce crime globally, collecting the mass meditations around the world in parallel. In 2014, just after 2 years of launching the program, it crossed over 1 billion minutes of meditation. Scientific studies have shown a reduced crime rate after participation in the meditation and completion techniques. In 1976, it was found that when 1% of the community puja, the crime rate was reduced by 16% on an average. The current tally on the Minutes for Peace website is more than 4.3 billion cumulative minutes of meditation logged, including all the events, programs, and festivals where people have gathered in large numbers and participated in meditations and rituals. The total count comes out to be a staggering 409 billion minutes for peace so far, where about 5,000 devotees gathered and participated in a 48-day meditation program called Shuddhatvaitam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has hosted Kumbh Mela, United States of America in Los Angeles since 2007. Nithyananda Sangha is entrusted as the only organization to host Kumbh Mela outside India by Akhila Bharatiya Akhada Parishad. In September 2006, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has organized the first confluence for world peace to honor the memory of those who lost their lives saving others on September 11, 2001 at Irvine, California, United States. The second confluence for peace was held in Los Angeles in 2007 in collaboration with Vedanta Society, BAPS, ISKCON, Siddha Yoga, and other organizations. The Kumbh Mela festival spread fast to other countries, including Australia, Canada, etc. In 2009, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has organized a month-long peace walk covering 1,000 kilometers and 1,000 villages to bring together in harmony from all walks of life to promote feeling connection and oneness among people. During the walk, health camps were conducted in villages along its path. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has conducted large-scale collective meditations on September 21st International Peace Day to raise the collective consciousness. The contribution that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is doing is initiating thousands into sannyas. Sannyas is our social responsibility. Let us save Hinduism and humanity. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revitalized the monastic tradition of sannyas by initiating hundreds of people into the Nithyananda monastic order. The all-renouncing monks contribute the best things to human civilization, living their life with the cognition that life is for others. These monks and nuns act as the harbingers of peace and empowerment for the human society distraught with violence of life negativity. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has also revived the ancient practice of embarking on pilgrimages, that is spiritual journeys, taking spiritual aspirants to high energy sacred spots such as the Himalayas, Kailas, Varanasi, Angkor Wat in Cambodia, and various powerful temples of India. Even though prevalent in India, this practice is rapidly losing its original context, turning into a recreational family vacation. Reviving the original spiritual context, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made turning into the recreational family vacation. Reviving the original spiritual context, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made it possible for modern day human beings to benefit from the spiritual energy present at these centers and accelerate their journey of spiritual evolution, hence ensuring individual and collective peace as a natural consequence. Food systems hold key to ending world hunger. Effect of the COVID-19 pandemic, the United Nations has noted a dramatic increase in world hunger. According to the state of food security and nutrition in the world, 1/10 of global population, as many as 811 million people, were undernourished in 2020, an increase of 118 million from 2019. According to the Eat Lancet Commission, moving toward diets with a diversity of plant-based foods, low amounts of animal source foods, unsaturated rather than saturated fats, and limited amounts of refined grains, highly processed foods, and added sugars could prevent between 19 to 24% of all adult deaths each year. Under the Red Om project, that is No Hunger project, through the Amnalayas, that is food donation centers, at the de facto spiritual embassies of Kailasa worldwide, under the guidance of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, have served over 5 billion organic, sattvic, vegetarian meals so far. Giving free food to all the citizens is the economic policy of Kailasa, deriving the reference from the Vedas and Agamas. Recently, under the humanitarian initiative launched by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is opening of Kailasa's COVID care centers in India, where the monastery campuses have been turned into a multi-layer quarantine facility to safeguard the inmates against any possible point of contact with the outer world. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has opened this service free to all people, regardless of any differences in age, gender, caste, creed, ethnicity, color, status, food, shelter, internet, and all basic facilities, including medical care, are provided at these COVID care centers, free of cost and for an indefinite time. The outcome has been a splendid zero infection rate so far among the participants, a feat not achieved anywhere else in the world, let alone in India. This response model of handling the COVID-19 pandemic at a community level, along with guidelines and recommendations for government, has been recognized and accepted by the United Nations as well. You can see some of the glimpses where the participants of COVID care program offered by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism are enjoying a healthy, blissful, spiritual lifestyle in multi-layered program. They enjoy the stress-free time following a spiritual morning routine, doing yoga, doing puja, temple sevas, kara sevas, and celebrating festivals. And that not only they enjoy joy, peace, bliss, and conscious breakthrough. Join the Kailasas COVID Care Protection Centers, especially if you are in India. Register now through the link below with https://kailasa.org/kailasa care. Now let us see the revival of temple sciences and ecosystems. All these COVID care centers and all the various programs are offered at back to spiritual embassies, which are now, especially in India, are converted into COVID care centers. And they are basically temple-based ecosystem. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been reviving the temple-based ecosystem. Let's understand the science behind these temple-based ecosystems. Especially now, in the times when the COVID-19 is rampant and the ancient temples are exist, the devotees of these temples were visiting and having darshan of their gods and goddesses for thousands of years. Yet all these ancient sacred sentiments have come to a harming halt after the lockdowns have taken place. The religious fervor of the devotees is being lost due to the pandemic. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is revisiting the e-Kailasa ecosystem and bringing all the ancient traditions of the online platforms on Kailasa TV, YouTube, and Facebook. Now let's listen from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism that he explains about the science of temples.
Invisibility to satellites doing an incredible function for individuals and for society. My question is, there is and was everywhere temples and deities in this culture. Anybody coming from outside just wonder, is this just sentimental carved stones worshipping culture or just artistic sculpture? What is the invisible function of temples, deities?
See, both questions, same answer. That is the reason I wanted to answer both the questions together. Modern day dish TVs, antennas, mobile towers, all of them work in the level of certain frequency where the words, pictures, visuals can be transmitted. See, the verbalization and visualization, names and forms can be transmitted from one place to another place through these mobile towers, dish TV antennas. But the temple towers are created to transmit super consciousness from one place to another place. Please understand. In Meenakshi's time, there was television, conscious television. It used to be in stone slab. And if you just sit in front of that stone TV, meditate, connect with Meenakshi, she will appear live and answer whatever you want. So each of the stone slabs only slowly later on became deities. You can see in our temples this happening. The TVs in which I am appearing and speaking are slowly becoming deities. They are receiving worship. Flowers are offered to it. Aarti is done to it. Incense is given to it. Now, all our temples are planning to have a separate throne for this TV. In Los Angeles, already I am on the throne. The TV is in the throne. The TV, in which people are seeing me, have already become deity. Same way, please understand, the stones through which people were able to connect with the super consciousness have become deities. Same way, all our temples, deities, everything is a connecting mechanism with super consciousness. The mechanism which connects with the super consciousness please understand, the deities and temples are not just sentimental carved stones, or they are not just artistic sculptures. They are conscious transmitters. They raise you to the super consciousness. In each house in Vedic tradition, we have a puja room. All the puja rooms are your private conscious airport, are conscious transmission centers. The main temple is a place from where continuous super consciousness is radiating. So if you just sit and connect with a deep feeling connection, see, in those days human beings were so beautiful and simple. Just remembering the name of the deity is enough. They are already in connection with the deity. That feeling connection. When I read Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, it says, sit in Siddhasana and be in Samadhi. That's all. See, the human beings were so simple in those days. Just if you sit in Siddhasana, you are already in Samadhi. If you sit, your mind sits. Now, if you sit, your mind sits. It's completely away from the body. In those days, human beings are so simple and intelligent. All the non-mechanical parts of their brain were awakened. It is Western culture which killed the non-mechanical parts of the brain, the functions of the non-mechanical parts of the brain. Please understand, in the Vedic civilization, always human beings were brought up in such a way that non-mechanical parts of the brain was fully alive and awakened. It is a cultural invasion, destroyed the greatest possibility of the human being when the non-mechanical parts of the brain is not functioning anymore. The temples, deities, all these are looking useless. Otherwise, they are a huge conscious infrastructure. Please understand. So, an example, suddenly, if we find some method to travel just 20 feet above the air, or 30 feet above the air, without petrol or diesel, all our automobiles, roads, everything will become useless. Then you will wonder, why so many automobile industries are established? Why so many cars are produced? Why this huge road waste? I think our ancestors are fools. You don't understand. At one period, it was used. It was being useful. Our temples, our deities, all these are useful if all your non-mechanical parts of the brain is awakened. Unclutching is the process to awaken your non-mechanical parts of the brain. When your non-mechanical parts of the brain is awakened, you will understand temples, deities, how useful they are, how directly useful they are, how they are part of our life, how they enrich our life, and how they make human beings intelligent, enlightened. These are the methods created to create enlightened civilization. These grand temples are not built as an just monument. They are built as a conscious movement. It is not like Egyptian pyramids, monuments. No. It is conscious movement to raise human beings to the highest consciousness, to make human beings experience the highest purpose. Understand, unclutch, use the temples to achieve the highest consciousness.
Devi Parashakti revealed in her Akashic readings to the world on various occasions. On 14th May 2021, Devi revealed that whoever comes to Adi Kailasa and does the good work of saving people from deadly corona, I myself will do all of their life's work. This is the commitment Paramashakti is giving you all. Parameshwari, I will do what I say. And on 19th May 2021, Devi revealed that to save people from corona, I have set up a huge ship, Ananda Sarovar, Vaidya Sarovar, and Ananda Lingam. I have made it in Adi Kailasa. Go there and take water every day. Worship Ananda Lingam, water, turmeric, milk, and neem rasam showered on Navapashanam are the medicine for this. For saving life, go to Adi Kailasa. Best life is there. Before corona takes your life away, go to Adi Kailasa and save your life. When the first world countries closed their borders during a massive global emergency, Kailasa has opened its doors to all without exception. The various centers opened across India are Adi Kailas in Bidadi, Bangalore, Salem, Tiruvannamalai, Rajapalam, Pattanam, Srirangapadi, Madurai, Avattipalam, Hosur, all from Tamil Nadu, and Sripuram Adinam from Hyderabad, and Baroda Adinam from Gujarat, and Puduvai Adinam from Pondicherry. Kailasa rushes to aid India as India finds itself on the verge of COVID-19 third wave. Multiple free COVID care centers opened across India. Various social services offered during the pandemic in Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies across India. Spiritual services offered during the pandemic in Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies across India and cosmic revelations on global pandemic. The various social free services offered during the pandemic in de facto spiritual embassies are medical care, allopathy, Ayurvedic, and Siddha medicine, infrastructure to accommodate thousands, accommodation for multi-layered quarantine, emergency ambulances, ICU on wheels, personal protective medical equipment, food security management through food banks. And so join the Kailasa's COVID Care Protection Centers. Register now through the link below with https://kailasa.org/kailasa care. With this, we are going to move on to the next part of our segment after a very short break. Thank you, Nithyanandam.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is e-Kailasa.
I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model communities. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Pitas all over the world.
All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth.
Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystem.
I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you.
We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. Direct spiritual support. And we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become e-Kailashians.
I want the whole world to know Hindu to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world, let us do that.
E-Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. E-Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity. Withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. Interested in enlightenment? We will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment science. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Shiva will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is e-Kailasa.
I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model community. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Pitas all over the world.
All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth.
Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystem.
I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you.
We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become e-Kailashians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
E-Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. E-Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with every. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
Just be alive for next 3 years. 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive, somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within next 3 years. I will reach you whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible and It is possible for you. Paramashiva will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is e-Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model communities. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Pitas all over the world. All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth. Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystems.
I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you.
We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. World should become e-Kailashians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great tribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
E-Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have
Nithyanandam, welcome back. We have a very special, exciting announcement. We will be having the live Bhagavan Sundareshwara Darshan manifesting to the Supreme Concept of Hinduism very shortly at 10 p.m. IST. So do stay tuned for that. Now let's understand who is Bhagavan Sundareshwara and how he is manifesting to the Supreme Concept of Hinduism. So the Sundareshwara Paramashiva Sayuja Samadhi Darshan is manifesting the superconscious experience of the Shiva Sayuja Samadhi through the darshan of Irinaj Sundareshwara Paramashiva. So get ready for the rare, unique, powerful initiation into the God equation to make human beings into multi by Bhagavan Sundareshwara Paramashiva.
Oh, shave, shave, shave. Paramashiva, I will manifest the physics of my existence. Cognize this in your Hridaya Akasha, in the Gandha. You will experience my existence. Sundareshwara Paramashiva. The countless, uncountable by any visualized, assumed mathematics, Brahmandas manifest in me, exist in me, get rejuvenated in me, get deluded inside me, gets liberated inside me. For all the countless Brahmandas to exist, to get created, to get sustained, to get rejuvenated, to get deluded, to get liberated. I am the space.
So now that we've understood what is the Sundareshwara Sayuja Samadhi Darshan, let's understand what is the state of our world today. Of course, all of us know that the world is suffering from so many natural calamities, so many natural disasters. We've seen fires, floods, storms, so many natural disasters that have caused so much of suffering to humanity. And according to the United Nations, a new scientific report from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, warns that we are on a crash course towards catastrophe if global temperatures are allowed to continue rising. The window to slow down or even halt some of these worsening impacts is rapidly closing, and the message is very clear. We must take action now. And this diagram shows the difference between what will happen if the climate the temperatures, the global temperatures increase from just the difference between 0.5 degrees and the increase in global temperatures. So if it's 1.5 degrees versus 2 degrees Celsius, there is going to be a very drastic change. We will see many more impacts on our environment, on our ecosystems, on our day-to-day lives, just from this 0.5 degree difference. So it is extremely vital that we take heed to the warnings of the government, of the Intergovernmental Panel, and about the effects of climate change on our day-to-day reality, as we will be seeing the impacts, and we've already been seeing the impacts of this over the last few years. So now let us watch a short video.
In 2019, fire was spreading throughout our planet, quite literally, in places like Australia and the Amazon basin, where forest blazes supercharged by climate change wreaked havoc. In other places, mass protests flared up, fueled by a combination of job insecurity, growing inequalities, and discontent with the current economic, social, and environmental status quo. The economy has slowed down globally, stifled by trade tensions and political uncertainty. The little growth we have had has failed to reach those who need it the most. Progress towards higher living standards has stalled for many countries and vulnerable groups of people. This has only deepened inequalities which were already growing in many countries, spurred on by automation, climate change, and other global trends.
So we've seen how much suffering we've experienced as a humanity over the last few years due to the natural disasters, the global pandemic, and many people falling into poverty, the economic crisis, due to all of these other elements that have brought so much devastation to the world. And we have experienced so much of suffering at this time. And according to the World Health Organization, the total number of cases of COVID-19 is well past 221 million people across the globe. And Healthline.com states that new COVID-19 cases have risen to more than 150,000 per day in the United States. And experts warn that with emerging variants, this could lead to another surge in cases. So despite many attempts to curb the number of infections, to slow down the rate of infections, we've not seen a halting in the rate of infections. We've been undergoing for the last 2 years almost, and it does not seem to be slowing down anytime soon. And it is at this time that Bhagavan Sundareshwara has come down to alleviate the suffering of humanity. HDH Sundareshwara Paramashivam is the greatest and most unique manifestation of Paramashiva as a complete being. He assumes the physical, subtle, light bodies as and when he wants, plays with all the physical realities, and corrects, alters, intervenes, influences, changes, adds, removes, deletes anything in the physical plane as and when he likes, without even a reason, just for fun. Sometimes they manifest as Meenakshi and Sundareshwara as two bodies and one being, sometimes as both in one body. That is the reason all his manifestations and plays are called Leelas. from the Shuddhatvaita Paramashiva Sayujya Samadhi space, Irina Sundareshwara Paramashiva will be manifesting through this supreme manifestation. The Irina Sundareshwara Paramashiva Parambhuru will give darshan, bless and shower boons as Leelas again, as he once did in Madurai. Sundareshwara Paramashiva himself has come down again in the form of the Supreme Concept of Hindu, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as Swamiji, just to continue his legacy and Leelas. To continue being available to all of us to alleviate the suffering of humanity at this time and to play his divine Leelas, perform miracles in the lives of his devotees, attend to our prayers, and continue the legacy as the ruler of the whole of Madurai Shamala Pita Satyapita, as the 293rd Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam of and as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, guiding the whole of humanity. And when you witness the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, your neurons mirror that of the avatar. The mirror neurons activate and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing. That is, our entire body, silently and without movement, recreates what is happening distances far away, experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar. As an effect, the mirror neurons also powerful. All the powerful cognitions and powers of Bhagavan Sundareshwara are mirrored inside of you. So let us understand the God equation. Exhale intensely. Whatever you have, Paramashiva will inhale inside of you. This is the God equation. Nothing is more powerful than power manifestation. It is the most exciting spiritual science. It is the most, when you decide to manifest powers again and again, you know Paramashiva is within you and he is manifesting. You fall in love with Paramashiva every minute. If he manifests, you know he is real and he is manifesting. If you don't manifest what you desire, what you declared, you will manifest the jnana, the vijnana, the knowledge and the understanding, and the possibilities and powers of Paramashiva will manifest in all of you today. So now, let us understand who is the Supreme Concept of Hinduism, who is manifesting Bhagavan Sundareshwara for each and every one of us through Leelas and legacies once again. The Supreme Concept of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessor in the depth. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities as a lifestyle for humanity. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Kanchi Kailasa Sarvajnapeetham. We can go to the next slide and see the photos of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism being ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam at the very young age of 9. Yes, we can continue to the next slide, please. Yes, so you can see here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism being coronated, ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Kanchi Kailasa Sarvajnapeetham, the Tonde Mandaladinam, at the ripe age of 9. And here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism doing Abhishekam for the deities of the Surya Vamshi Sangi Samrajam, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the incumbent emperor of. Yeah, you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism being coronated as the incumbent emperor of the Surya Vamshi Sangi Samrajam. Supreme Concept of Hinduism has also been coronated as the 293rd Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Kailasonatha Shamala Pita Sarvajna Peetham. Here you can see the photos of the coronation. And the supreme concept of Hinduism is also the present Mahamandalesha of the Mahanirvaniya Pada, the largest apex monastic order. You can see the photos of the supreme concept of Hinduism being coronated as the Mahamandalesha. And the supreme concept of Hinduism is also the 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of the Atalakada, is the present 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Dharma Mukti Sparagapuradinam, and has been elected as the supreme concept of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu leaders. You can see the supreme concept of Hinduism being recognized by his contemporaries. And the supreme concept of Hinduism is revered as a teacher of Hinduism, the most prolific, most viewed, read, and watched, and has authored over 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 languages, English, Tamil, and Sanskrit, which have been translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. And the supreme concept of Hinduism has over 20 million copies of books and articles sold, read, and downloaded, and has over 10,000 hours of discourses delivered, has enriched and enriched over 1 billion lives digitally, and is respected as a commentator of all sacred scriptures such as the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, the Shiva Sutras, the Brahma Sutras, the Yoga Sutras, the Ashtavakra Gita, the Jain Sutras, and many more. The supreme concept of Hinduism is honored as a leader of Hinduism, the most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader, is a reviver of 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, including the Rudrakanyas, the Rudras, Rishis, Rishikas, Bhairavas, Bhairavis, and Sannyas, and is the establisher of the world's largest Hindu university, Kailasa's Nithyananda University, with satellite campuses in 150 countries. And the supreme concept of Hinduism is the establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa enlightenment ecosystems, and the founder and reviver of over 100 Sadvijna Pitas, is the collector of the world's largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. And the supreme concept of Hinduism has established spiritual de facto embassies of Kailasa all across the globe, which include 22 Hindu universities, 186 extended campuses of NHU, 242 Nithyananda Gurukuls, 22 Nithyananda Nyanalayas, 38 temple monastery complexes, 2,100, more than 2,100 Paramashivoham shakas, over 19 kingdoms or Sarvajna Pitas, 25 e-Kailasas, over 1,800 ASB centers, 120 temples, over 5,300 healing centers, 22 food banks, 12 animal shelters, 34 satsang temples, 418 Paduka mandirs, and over 2,100 satsang centers. And each of these spiritual de facto embassies act as enlightenment ecosystems to nurture the science of enlightenment and share it with the world, especially at this time when the world is in need of the sciences, the spiritual truths from Hinduism. Irina Sundareshwara Paramashiva is the most unique manifestation of the beauty of the cosmos in flesh and bones. And today we will be getting to experience Bhagavan Sundareshwara manifesting through the supreme concept of Hinduism himself. Bhagavan Sundareshwara is the embodiment of super consciousness expressed in the human body, playing with all his glories. Bhagavan Sundareshwara is the greatest, most unique, and most complete manifestation of Paramashiva. And Sundareshwara is the embodiment of super consciousness expressed in the human body, displaying with all his glory. He came down as the most handsome form to marry Devi Meenakshi and to administer the city of Madurai and to administer the whole world, to bring peace across the globe. And to ensure this tradition of living masters continues on, to elevate the humanity for millennia, Bhagavan Sundareshwara and Devi Meenakshi enthroned their direct representatives and their divine energies in the form of the continuing lineage of living masters, the Guru Mahasannidhanams, with the responsibility to train and groom the kings in administration, constitution, and governance, acting as regents. They also performed the spiritual initiations on the kings and the citizens of the kingdom, imparting the enlightenment to them. And of course, the lineage began with Devi Meenakshi and Bhagavan Sundareshwara and has been revived by Tirunjana Samandar, and now once again has been revived by Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Sorry, we can go back to the previous slide, please. Yes, we can go back to the previous slide, please. Yep. Yeah, we can continue to the next slide. Sorry. And this supreme discipline of Adi Shaiva tradition has been coming down through the continuous lineage of Guru disciple, the Adi Shaiva Guru Parampara. From time immemorial, this has been formulated for the attainment of complete liberation from the repeated phenomenon of birth and death. This is the supreme in its kind and concerned with the ultimate benefits of all the souls. And on the 27th of April 2012, the Kailasananda Shamala Pita Sarvindya Pita's rare and sacred lineage of pontiff has been systematically carried over in an unbroken progression from the ages. The chosen emissaries of Bhagavan Paramashiva and Devi Meenakshi, the Guru Mahasannidhanams of Kailasananda Shamala Pita Sarvindya Pita, are the direct representatives of the cosmos. And on the 27th of April 2012, Srila Shri Nithyananda Shri Jnanasambandadeshika Paramacharya Swamigal was formally appointed as the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Kailas Lonada Shamala Pita Sarvindya Pita, our very own Swamiji and successor, descendant and inheritor, invested with all the powers, duties, obligations to perform the rituals, spiritual, religious, and customary rites vested in the Kailas Lonada Shamala Pita Sarvindya Pita, and has been reviving its spiritual, religious, and linguistic epicenters to their original glory. So now let us watch a short
The ancient temple town of Madurai in southern India boasts of a 2,500-year-old history of spirituality. Historians trace Madurai's existence back to the 3rd century BC, making it one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities of the world. Legend says that Madurai was established by the Cosmic Mother herself, who incarnated as Princess Meenakshi, daughter of the pious king Malayadwaja Pandian. An able queen and a fearless warrior, Meenakshi expanded her empire right up to Kailash in current China. But when she came face to face with the Lord of Kailash, Shiva himself, she recognized him as her eternal consort and dropped her arms to become Shiva's companion for life.
Along with Shiva, also known as Sundareshwara or the beautiful Lord, Meenakshi reigned over her kingdom for a glorious 166 years.
In course of time, with the rise of Jainism as a religious force, Madurai too fell to its powerful influence, and Shaivism all but vanished from the sacred kingdom where Shiva himself had once walked the earth. The renaissance of Shaivism in Madurai was the sacred task of a child incarnation, Tirunjana Sambandar, one of the 4 visionary saints of Shaiva Siddhanta tradition. The story goes that as a baby, Tirunjana Sambandar was once nourished by the milk of enlightenment from the cosmic mother herself. This child prodigy arrived in Madurai to effortlessly defeat the learned Jain monks with his wisdom, healing powers, and spiritual prowess, and restored Madurai to her beloved religion, Shaivism, by reviving the ancient Madurai Adinam and the Meenakshi temple, which had fallen to desolate ruin. Madurai Adinam is today the world's oldest living Hindu organization, with a recorded history alone spanning a glorious 1,500 years and an unbroken lineage of illustrious pontiffs to this very day. Over the centuries, Madurai Adinam has been patronized by the likes of Tipu Sultan, Robert Nobili, and the poet saint Vallalar. The pontiff of the Madurai Adinam is known by the title Guru Mahasannidhanam and inherits the responsibility of carrying forward the traditions of Tirunjana Sambandar's sacred work.
On 27th April 2012, a new era began in the history of Madurai Adinam. The 292nd Pontiff, Srila Sri Arunagirinatha Jnana Sambandha Desika Paramacharya Swamigal, guided by intuition and inducement by Lord Shiva, coronated a charismatic young saint as the 293rd Pontiff of the Madurai Adinam.
An accomplished yogi, a pragmatic social visionary, and an adept in mystical sciences, His Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda is revered as a divine incarnation by millions worldwide. Within weeks of his ascent to the sacred throne, he brought about sweeping changes to the Adinam, including the renovation of the ancient monastery, Annadan, free food for thousands every day, free medical camps, yoga classes, scriptural study, spiritual healing, and meditation programs. The traditional Adinam now has a website, and thousands participate in the morning worship and spiritual talks via live streaming and two-way video conferencing. Vast properties belonging to the Adinam are being reclaimed from illegal encroachment. Its numerous temples are being restored to sanctity, and the neighboring villages are being adopted, with basic amenities, education, and medical care being provided for all. His Holiness dreams of an authentic Vedic Renaissance for which India has already waited too long.
Here, I take the commitment of making Madurai Adinam as an international religious organization. We will fulfill all the responsibilities of Madurai Adinam, make Hindu tradition, Saiva tradition alive, revived, lived, celebrated all over the world.
With a brand new pontiff at its helm, Madurai Adinam promises to be more than just another traditional monastery, as a whole generation turns to spirituality for answers. The changes at Madurai Adinam mirror the changing role of spiritual organizations today as power centers and guiding forces, forging the enlightened government of the new world.
So once again, Bhagavan Sundareshwara has come down as the Supreme Concept of Hinduism to bless the whole of humanity. For us, Bhagavan Sundareshwara is not a history, he is a happening. Bhagavan Sundareshwara himself has come down again in the form of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism as Swamiji, the 1008th incarnation of Paramashivoham, to revive Hinduism, to continue being available to all of us, playing his divine leelas, performing miracles in the lives of his devotees, attending to our prayers, and continuing the legacy as the ruler of the whole of Madurai Shamala Puja Sarvakimikam, as the 293rd Jagat Guru Mahasanitanam and the Supreme Concept of Hinduism, guiding the whole of humanity. And now, due to intense samadhi of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism, we will be having the alive darshan and satsang of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism, the replay of yesterday's beautiful satsang. So do stay tuned for that. We will be having that satsang very shortly.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nanda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
அம்மையப்பனே நீ என்னையப்பனே அம்மையப்பனே நீ என்னையப்பனே அம்மையப்பனே நீ என்னையப்பனே அம்மையப்பனே நீ என்னையப்பனே மக்களுக்காக மறுபடியும் நீ அவதரித்தனே மக்களுக்காக மறுபடியும் நீ அவதரித்தனே அம்மையப்பனே நீ என்னையப்பனே அம்மையப்பனே நீ என்னையப்பனே அம்மையப்பனே நீ என்னையப்பனே அம்மையப்பனே நீ என்னையப்பனே காக்கா காக்கா கவிமிக அழக நோக்கா நோக்கா நின்னரு பெருக காக்கா காக்கா கவிமிக அழக நோக்கா நோக்கா நின்னரு பெருக ஏதும் பிற இரண்டால் கருணை நீ செய்யும் எந்தாயே ஏதும் பிற இரண்டால் கருணை நீ செய்யும் எந்தாயே அப்பனே செய்யும் எந்தாயே அம்மையப்பனே நீ என்னையப்பனே அம்மையப்பனே நீ அப்பனே அம்மை அப்பனே நீ என்னை அப்பனே நீ என்னை அப்பனே நீ அம்மை அப்பனே நீ என்னை அப்பனே
ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஓம் ஆறுபடை கப்பா நித்தியன் வாழும் நித்தியபுரி மலையே ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஓம் ஆறுபடை கப்பா நித்தியன் வாழும் நித்தியபுரி மலையே ஆறுபடை கப்பா அறுபடை சக்தியின் ஒருமுக நித்தியனின் திருவடியை நாம் காண்போம் நித்யா திருவடியை நாம் காண்போம் நித்தியன் திருவடி கண்டு நோயற்ற வாழ்வினை பெறுவோம் நித்தியன் திருவடி கண்டு நோயற்ற வாழ்வினை பெறுவோம் ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஓம் ஆறுபடை கப்பா நித்தியன் வாழும் நித்தியபுரி மலையே ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஓம் ஆறுபடை கப்பா நித்தியன் வாழும் நித்தியபுரி மலையே ஆறுபடை கப்பா கேட்டால் தருவாய் வந்தால் அருள்வாய் நித்தியபுரி நித்யா நித்யா நித்தியபுரி நித்யா நித்தியன் பாதம் கண்டு சகல செல்வமும் பெறுவோம் நித்தியன் பாதம் கண்டு சகல செல்வமும் பெறுவோம் ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஓம் ஆறுபடை கப்பா நித்தியன் வாழும் நித்தியபுரி மலையே ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஓம் ஆறுபடை கப்பா நித்தியன் வாழும் நித்தியபுரி மலையே ஆறுபடை கப்பா पुत्रनन्तने नित्येश्वररूपा नित्या नित्येश्वररूपा उनै तञ्जम् अடையும் பக்தரை காத்தருள்வாய் ஐயா உனை தஞ்சம் அடையும் பக்தரை காத்தருள்வாய் ஐயா ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஓம் ஆறுபடை கப்பா நித்தியன் வாழும் நித்தியபுரி மலையே ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஓம் ஆறுபடை கப்பா நித்தியன் வாழும் நித்தியபுரி மலையே ஆறுபடை கப்பா மார்கழி மாதத்தில் குதித்த நித்தியனே நித்தியபுரி நித்யா நித்யா நித்தியபுரி நித்யா உன் பாதம் கண்டு நாங்கள் சரணடைந்தோமே உன் பாதம் கண்டு நாங்கள் சரணடைந்தோமே ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஓம் ஆறுபடை கப்பா நித்தியன் வாழும் நித்தியபுரி மலையே ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஓம் ஆறுபடை கப்பா நித்தியன் வாழும் நித்தியபுரி மலையே ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஓம் ஆறுபடை கப்பா நித்தியன் வாழும் நித்தியபுரி மலையே ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஓம் ஆறுபடை கப்பா நித்தியன் வாழும் நித்தியபுரி மலையே ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஓம் ஆறுபடை கப்பா நித்தியன் வாழும் நித்தியபுரி மலையே ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஓம் ஆறுபடை கப்பா நித்தியன் வாழும் நித்தியபுரி மலையே ஆறுபடை கப்பா ஆறுபடை கப்பா
ஓம் நித்யாேஸ்வர பரமசிவ சமாரம்பாம் நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி பரமசக்தி மத்யமாம் अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome all the living and praying Hindus from all over the world. All the ministers, diplomats, ambassadors, citizens, consulate generals, Mantreshwaras, Vidyeshwaras, Ganeshwaras, Lokeshwaras, Astreshwaras. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Fourth force, strong nuclear power, is the extension and inclusive of gravity, electromagnetic force, weak nuclear force, all its permutation combinations. Listen. The fourth force is not only extension, it includes all the other three. I wanted to remind all of you once more, Hinduism is cosmic science. It teaches you the whole life. மண்ணில் நல்லவண்ணம் வாழலாம், விண்ணில் நல்லவண்ணம் உறையலாம். மண்ணில் வாழும் அறிவியலும் விண்ணை ஆளும் அறிவியலும் சேர்ந்ததே சனாதன Hindu தர்மம். Listen. A blissful, happy life with all the auspiciousness in this plane and the most auspicious, beautiful, powerful life in the higher planes. Hinduism teaches you the science of this. It's a cosmic science. Feel pride and feel blessed. You are born Hindu and are practicing Hindu. You have been given this powerful knowledge. You are the inheritors of this great powerful knowledge. One of the worst crime done to humanity is teaching humanity that you have only one life. No. Listen to this carefully. Listen to this carefully. Telling you only we exist, human beings exist in this universe is stupidity. Telling you beings from the other planes other universe, other parts of the universe are aliens is criminal, crime. Beings from other planes are neither aliens first of all, we are not alone. Our own version evolved are the Devas, Gana, Yaksha, Rakshasa, Rishi, Gandharva, all of them. Our transformed existence is Kailasavasis. I am not telling you any cock and bull stories. I am not giving you any theories, theologies. I am giving you a clear knowledge, truth as it is. I have come from Kailasa to introduce this cosmic science to the modern human beings, because modern human beings forgot this whole science. I am reviving this whole science. So listen. Last few satsangs I was talking about these four forces. Today I wanted to talk about fourth force and giving more understanding about the third force also. Everything you know about the nuclear power, quantum physics, parallel universe, everything which is established, this multiple existence, all of it put together is third force. Third force's imaginary fantasy extension. If you do a scientific fiction movie, sci-fi movie, based on all your understandings about the third force, it is fourth force. Listen. Till now, human beings have not decoded the fourth force in a concrete way, but the fourth force is all possibility of third force. Because it is all possibility of the third force, any science fiction movie you develop based on anything you know about the third force is a reality in the fourth force. Listen to that. I am repeating. Any fantasy imagination you develop centered on the principles you know about the third force is part of the fourth force. Because the fourth force is everything you can imagine as an extension, transformation, multiplication of the third force and more. That's the fourth force. Let me give you some more understanding about the third force. Listen. Multiple universes, planes exist. That's the first thing. Pitruloka is true. When you leave the physical body, you carry your Karana Sarira, the causal body, your deep-rooted patterns, and reach the Pitruloka and live. I am not lying to you when I say, if your generations give you the Shraddha and Pinda only, you will be happy and have a social respect in the Pitruloka, I am not strategic or cunning or lying when I utter this word. I am uttering the truth. It's not that I wanted the Hinduism to spread and kept alive, so I am telling you this story. If Hinduism is not kept alive, planet Earth will not be there. Get lost. I have nothing to lose. I already renounced the planet Earth. I am in Kailasa. If you guys want the planet Earth, save it. I am here only to give you the truth as it is. Making it into the lifestyle is your responsibility. Listen. Especially the people who are already successful, having basic needs of your life fulfilled. Like you already have a spouse, kids, car, house, basic needs. All those people, those of you, it's your responsibility to create ecosystem for your next generations to understand, internalize the science of Hinduism, the cosmic science, the greater science, and keep it alive. I was so happy when I educated myself about this ISKCON's temple they are building in Mayapur. The temple of Vedic Planetarium, where they are describing the Vaishnavite Srimad Bhagavatam description of the multi-universes, the multiple universes, the different lokas. It's a Vaishnavite version. It's a Bhagavatam version. But I am so happy that they have attempted to make people understand about the existence of the universes, the vertical time zones. Surely, I'll be giving the Vedic Agamic version of the multiple universes and building a temple to showcase to all of you and show you experientially how each initiation and power manifestation you can experience those vertical time zones like Devaloka, Pitruloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, the lokas of Yakshas, Kuberaloka, Indraloka, Chandraloka, Suryaloka, the different planets and planes. So understand this truth. When I say Pitruloka exists, it is true. You are not accidental. Evolution of some biological permutation, combination, good or bad, right or wrong. No. You are a conscious manifestation to celebrate, live your existence on this plane and in higher planes, vertical time zones. I am giving you the truth and my vision to create an ecosystem where this truth can be lived and celebrated. This is my sincere effort to make the Kailasa, whether the first Kailasa I manifested in Tiruchengodu or the Kailasa I am manifesting in multiple places now, or the Mahakailasa I am manifesting. This is the vision. Vision is where human beings are given a very powerful supportive ecosystem where they are complete about everything related to this world. Health, wealth, beautiful relationships, success, feeling empowered, enlightened, and know about the vertical time zone, multiple universes, and start experiencing it, preparing themselves to live in those spaces after they leave the body. Because life doesn't end when your body stops functioning. No. Life is so much more. Than you can even imagine, understand. Theosophy Society, Arabindo Ashram, Paramahamsa Yogananda, Osho, Maharshi Mahesh Yogi, ISKCON, Ramakrishna Mission, Sampradaya, all of them have sincerely trying to make the same vision in their own version. I am trying to create most updated, because now I know all the insecurities of these human beings, why something is successful and why something fails. Above all, time is in my favor. Age is in my favor. I am too young. I am only in early 40s. Whole life is in front of me. Already I have 41 Chaturmasya spiritual strength, 27 years of a spiritual socio experiences, working in the spiritual field with the society, 27 years of solid experience and expertise, 41 years of chaturmasya, solid spiritual foundation ahead of me. Let me these truths so this vision can start manifesting in all of you. This third force and fourth force manifests in all of you. This is my vision for all my Kailasas. Whether it started in a container, I don't know how many of you know, the first Adinam, Tirchanguda Adinam, started in a steel shed. That is why I always feel container is auspicious. Put container in any place, it will become Kailasa. Because the first Kailasa is container Kailasa. Only then the hut was built. There was a small steel shed which was used as a pump set gifted to me by a devotee. That's when first I started staying. From there only I built the hut. So that is why even now, anywhere people give me, donate property, I tell them first put a container, plant a container, start container Kailasa. From there it will evolve. From container Kailasa to uncontainable Kailasa. The vision is same. Where Viptam for human beings, to have a healthy, wealthy, blissful, complete life in this plane and enlightened, awakened life with the higher zones.